There he goes, Amari Cooper. A big play there on the catch and run. 59 yards.
And the offense is saying to itself right now, only they were all this easy because he was wide open. And once he made the catch, plenty of room to work his way downfield. That was a breakdown on the defensive side of the ball, one that they want to fix immediately.
And he dropped it about the 11 after only a yard.
Now that's the type of play that'll fire up a defense. Hold them to 1 yard on a first down run. It'll be interesting to see if the offense decides to press the run at all or if they'll abandon it now after gaining only 1 on that play.
That's complete to Brown over the middle. A gain of 8 there on the play. And 3rd and 1 now. So they just need 1 yard here to pick up the first down. They'll run for it. Here's Chubb. And he takes this one in for a Brown score. Nick Chubb on his way to a monster game. 3 first-half touchdowns. And the Browns are able to widen their advantage. Hopkins with the extra point, and that pushes the lead up to 11. A drive there of just 4 plays. And Nick Chubb the one to finish it off as he does so with a touchdown run. Tyler Scott now from his end zone. And he's up past the 20 to the 22-yard line. And now the Bears coming out as they get ready.
Right now, Charles, it just feels like they're trying to keep pace. They did score the touchdown last time out, but they still trail by double digits here. We'll see if this offense is once again up to the task.
Yeah, and I think that after the last drive, they've got to be pretty revved up, don't you think? Everything they were doing was working pretty well. They go back out there with the same mindset, the same tempo, and the same pace. Still a lot of time left to make something happen in this one.
Now a 2nd and 10. To throw is Fields. Steps away to his left. Open man is Kmet, the tight end. That'll leave him with a 3rd and 2 coming up. They got 8 yards there.
Let's not quibble about the gain there on 2nd down. That was a positive play because that was a take-what-you-can-get situation. Got out to the tight end. Now it gives them much better opportunity to convert on 3rd down.
Now, meanwhile, a pass that should have been intercepted, but it winds up falling incomplete.
That could be the stop this defense needed to get them back on track. They've been pretty well dissected by the offense here in the first half. After that possession, now they know that they can compete with this offense.
And this is caught. He hits Moore. And able to get this one across the 45 before he's brought down. A curious decision to go for it, but it pays off with a first down. Fields. That would almost intercepted, but it's incomplete. Not a good throw there, and it'll be 2nd down. Again, Fields. That pass complete to Moore. Down the sideline he goes. Touchdown, Chicago! DJ Moore with his 2nd touchdown here in this first half. And the Bears have got it back to within a score. In the 2nd quarter, and already his 2nd touchdown reception.
Absolutely the definition of a difference maker here in this first half. Clearly one of his quarterback's favorite targets in this game, and I figure he's going to draw a little more attention and coverage moving forward.
Now the point after try for Santos. And the lead is down to 4. That time a 6-play drive. And it concludes with a touchdown reception by DJ Moore. Well, after the touchdown, here's the punter Trenton Gill to kick it away. And he's all the way up across the 40 and down at the 42. Great return. The offense trots back out there. Let's turn our focus now to Nick Chubb. And he's well on his way to a 100-yard game. He's already more than halfway there. We're only in the 2nd quarter.
And what I've always loved about running backs is they'll tell you, I had no idea how many yards I had.
Right.
Those guys have an innate sense of where they are in a ball game and how many yards they've accumulated because you know they're always working towards 100.
He's been working well towards 100 here.
From the 47, it's 2nd and 5.
At the 47-yard line.
Watson now to throw. And that is incomplete here.
Well, you most certainly don't want to go 3 and out here and give the football right back because your friend, Old Momentum, he's wondering if he should change sidelines about right now. And if you don't convert here, guess what? He's going to make the trek to the opposite side, and all of a sudden, you got a battle on your hands.
And a crossover out of bounds right at the 25. That big third down conversion with a gain of 28. Again, it's Watson. Fighting through pressure. Fighting through, and he's got space. And they do get him down, but not before he's able to slip it inside the 5-yard line. That one a broken play, but it ends up being a good play. The scramble goes for 20. Back to throw, Watson. And this is caught. Touchdown, Cleveland. Deshaun Watson finding Amari Cooper. And they are able to add on to their advantage. And the kick makes it through, but flags come flying in as well. It appears we're going to get a roughing call tacked on.
Roughing the kicker. Defense.
And they'll accept that penalty.
After the roughing penalty on the PAT, they'll kick off from 15 yards further upfield. And this will be a touchback as that sails over the end line. The Chicago offense set to get started. But right now, we've got a little bit of an offensive masterpiece going on both sides, moving the football, scoring points. It's almost like somebody put the defense on rookie mode in this one. I mean, we haven't even left the first half, Charles, and we're certainly on pace for a shootout.
An excellent start for both offenses. The fans have to be enjoying this to seeing all these points go up on the board. As a former defender, you know I'm not enjoying this at all. But right now, both these teams just trading haymakers. Let's see if anyone slips up first. Can anyone counter with a nice little jab and get things going in their direction?
On first down, it's Fields.
And he'll be hit as he releases it, and that'll fall incomplete.
Well, he certainly didn't like what he saw all from the coverage on his primary reads, and he didn't even have any luck trying to get back to his safety valve. Give defense a credit. Coverage was in lockdown mode everywhere.
And this will be good for a pickup of 9 to the 46.
Such a tough position to defend near the line, even when you add a second defender, but the big man shrugged off the extra body and made the play call a success.
They'll run with Herbert.
And he's going to have a first down as he's brought down at the 44-yard line. Well, they gave themselves options there on the third down play, and were able to convert on that RPO.
Shows a lot of trust with the guy taking the snap, doesn't it? Because you're counting on him to make the right reads and give the ball where it's supposed to go. And he did on that play.
And they'll get him down after a pickup of 8, 2nd and 2.
Here we go.
2 yards to go, second down. Herbert powering up the middle.
And brought down, but not before they're inside the 25. Mark that down as a pickup of 13, and the Bears have the first.
A gain of 13 yards. First down, Chicago.
On first down, right back to Herbert.
A little second effort there on the strong run. And then drop just inside of the 20. 5 yards is the tally on first down. That brings up 2nd and 5.
Fields now to throw. This throw incomplete, nearly picked off. And with his pedigree, he doesn't drop many of those. With third down coming up.
On third down, Herbert. And he's brought down short. 2 yards there, needed 4.
He handed it off there, but I don't really know if he would have kept it or tried to do anything else if it would have mattered.
Yeah, it's not always a wrong read when a play gets stacked up. Sometimes they're just at the line of scrimmage with just too many bodies to maneuver.
And as a result, now they're looking at a 4th down. And he is going to have the Bears first down by a couple of yards as they get 5 there on 4th and 3.
Well, the field goal attempt was well in hand. They had that, but they decided to go for it anyway. Extreme confidence, it looks like.
Yeah, but I bet the defense is going to remember this one, right? They kind of rubbed their nose in it. And he is in. Touchdown, Chicago.
Khalil Herbert taking it in from 11 yards out. And the Bears are back within a score.
Santos able to tack on the extra point, and the lead is down to 4. A pretty long drive that time, 11 plays all told. And in the end, the finishing touch, an 11-yard run.
Well, after the touchdown, here's the punter Trenton Gill to kick it away. And they're going to start this drive in pretty good shape, up past the 30.
And now timeout is whistled as it appears there's a Brown shaken up on the play.
The Cleveland offense ready to go. So both of these teams, Charles, coming off touchdowns now, but this offense, they just had to stand on the sideline, watch their opponent offer a really impressive drive to reach the end zone.
Yeah, I think you're not telling yourself the truth if you don't think there's some one-upsmanship going on right now, because they just had their touchdown answered by a drive of double-digit plays that also found the end zone. Now they want to do something even more impressive to answer that one.
And they'll let the quarterback keep it here on 1st and 10.
And he'll fight his way forward to about the 48-yard line.
From the 48-yard line, here's the 2nd down and 9.
At their 48-yard line.
Up the middle, it's Chubb.
And he's fortunate to get anything from that. Give him a yard up to the 49. But not much on that run, Charles.
No, that's exactly the way to execute a run blitz there. They guessed correctly that they would move the ball on the ground, honed in on it, and stopped them. Mark that down for a win in the defense's column.
And he takes this one down almost all the way to the 30. That'll put him over 100 yards receiving now here in this first half of action. So into Bear territory now. This is 1st and 10 down at the 31. And we've hit the 2-minute mark in this first half of action. Line of scrimmage, the 31 now on 1st and 10. Now it's Watson. Over the middle, Amari Cooper, it's complete. And they'll work it inside the 15-yard line before it's all said and done. 17 more yards on that one as they keep the drive rolling.
From the 13 now, they work on 1st and 10.
From the red zone now, Watson.
And that one too wide and incomplete.
I see the surprise in your face there, partner. That is a rare incompletion from him. He's been on point this entire game.
He has percentage completion-wise way up, not that time. On 2nd and 10, Watson. And he's got his man in stride, complete. And he'll be out of bounds. The pickup goes for 13 and sets him up 1st and goal.
Chubb is into the end zone for a Browns touchdown. So they brought the extra break in down on the 1-yard line, and they're able to push this one across.
Yeah, I can just see your face right now because I know we're mind melding on this one. Coach Madden would love this. Power football, hat on a hat, chest to chest, driving forward, touchdown.
Following the touchdown, Dustin Hopkins will kick it away.
And he'll take it up past the 25 to the 26-yard line.
Now Chicago getting ready to go as they take the field.
And Charles, we'll see what they can do here. Not a ton of time left, but enough certainly to get points out of this drive, and they need them right now because they're trailing.
Yeah, this is exactly why you practice a 2-minute drill all through camp and at least one practice each week before a game. A minute left, More than enough time to string a few completions together, reach the end zone, and then make that walk back to the locker room just a little more animated.
Now here's a pass on first down that's knocked away and incomplete.
Partner, what we're seeing so far is a defense is certainly coordinated. Both levels doing their jobs in tandem. The back helping the front helping the back. The pressure got home on that last play and forced him to try and throw through contact and short of the sticks.
Now the Bears going to call the first of their timeouts as they'll stop it with just over a minute to go before halftime.
They made a nice effort to stick him with a loss for that play, but it's going to take more than that to keep him from advancing the ball. Should be an entertaining battle anytime he tucks and runs over the second half of this contest.
Here comes third and the length of the football. They'll fake the handoff. Now Fields. And this almost intercepted. Not sure he saw the free safety that time. But lucky, incomplete. That'll bring up fourth down.
As defensive coordinators around the league tell me all the time, that throw is not for every quarterback because you've really got to drive the ball downfield. It's going to be a tight window for him to fit that one into. In this case, unsuccessful.
Now on fourth down, they throw a deep ball, but it winds up to be incomplete. So certainly an interesting call there to go for it. And it'll be a turnover on downs. On first down, Watson. They set up the screen to Chubb. Now the Browns will use the first of their 3 timeouts as the clock stops here with 46 seconds remaining in the first half. On second down, here's Watson. And he's got the hook up to Moore.
And they will get the first down here as they move into field goal range as well inside the 25.
Now the Browns signal for the second of their timeouts. So that means they're down to 1 remaining here as we head toward halftime. On first and 10, Watson. And he's got his receiver, Cooper. And they work this near the 5. He'll be stopped at the 6. 17 more yards on that one as they keep the drive rolling. A chance to really cap off a big first half here as they come up on first and goal. Now Watson. And it's going to be caught for a Browns touchdown. Elijah Moore in the final seconds of the first half.
And the Browns will extend their lead here just before halftime.
Extra point good by Hopkins. And the lead is up to 18 now.
Bears 27.
And good coverage there on special teams as they'll get him down shy of the 20.
They're on the 19-yard line.
Here we go.
A final shot before the break. Fields.
Flushed out right. And his throw is incomplete. So we've reached halftime in a wild first half. We'll take a minute to... So I'm waltzing down Main Street, got an umbrella, just a torrential downpour, and I look over, and this guy, stone-faced, wearing a poncho that says, "Don't rain on my parade," and he is just angry. And we got to go. I'll tell you the rest later. Here we go, third quarter. And we welcome you back now. Alongside Charles Davis, I'm Brandon Gaudin, getting set for quarter number 3 here.
And he returns this to the 22.
So here's the Bears offense now as they get set to start this third quarter.
And you have to think, Charles, down 3 scores already. They need to play an almost perfect second half to have a solid chance.
And that absolutely starts with finding some way to put together a touchdown drive here. They need to be smart, fast, efficient, get the ball to the end zone, and do it again multiple times in order to have a chance to win this game.
Here's second and 10. A handoff for Herbert.
And he'll take it ahead to the 28-yard line.
41 yards rushing for him now to this point.
This offense in desperate need of a conversion as they come up on third down.
They'll go again with Herbert.
And he gets it to the 34. Good enough for the first. Able to get what they need to keep the drive going with a 6-yard pickup on third down. From the 34 now, here's first and 10.
Play action. It's Fields.
They'll roll him out right. Shelling through the defense. And he'll be out of bounds up near the 45 at the 44. He'll get 10 there all on his own, but it'll be second down.
At the 44-yard line.
Here's a give to Herbert. And he'll be brought down right at the 45-yard line. Only a gain of a yard, but that's all they needed.
A gain of a yard. First down, Chicago.
A play fake, now Fields to throw. He'll buy some time right. That is caught. It's the tight end, Tunyon. And he takes this one down almost all the way to the 30. 23 yards, the final tally. Off play action. Fields sliding out of the pocket. And he'll get this one down to about the 20-yard line. Nothing open downfield. He keeps it himself for 11 and a first down.
First down, Bears.
On play action, Fields rolling to his right. And he will reach the 5-yard line before going out of bounds. The escapability in evidence there as that one good for 15 and a first. They'll run here with Herbert. And he's going to get him about 3 yards closer. He's down to about the 2.
This is a critical sequence here for this offense. Things really haven't gone their way so far. This could be their chance to get back into it, but they've got to find a way to punch this ball in.
Herbert is going backwards as he'll be tackled back at the 4-yard line. This will be a loss of 3, and now a much tougher third down looming. Here's Fields. They'll roll him out right. And that is incomplete.
I'm sure it was a tough halftime trying to figure out some strategy to get things going, trailing by a lot when they went into the locker room. He's just trying every avenue to spark his team here to begin the third quarter. Not a lot going on that play, though.
And it bangs off the right upright, no good. And the deficit will stay at 3 scores. So first and goal quickly turns into fourth and goal, and then fourth and goal turns into no points whatsoever.
That's a very disappointing sequence of events right there. And I, for one, would not want to be the kicker who has to run over to his head coach and explain that one.
They start on the ground with Nick Chubb. Fights forward for only about a yard up to the 21.
No doubt about it. A really nice job there by the defense, not allowing him to get to the perimeter. But that means your defensive ends, your outside linebackers, the guys that you pay big money to sack the quarterback.
He's got a man complete. A big play that time for Cleveland. 43 yards.
Well, this game has certainly had no shortage of offense. Both teams have been revved up from the start. And here's yet another big play. Both defenses have just got to be dragging out there because they've been run ragged throughout.
Throwing on first down, but this one winds up to be incomplete. Not his best throw there, but where we sit right now in the third quarter, he's had a pretty good game throwing the football.
He certainly has, and it's not exactly the point where we're doing 4-minute offense yet, but they've got to think about, I'm not going to say milking the clock, but understanding clock management here on out.
Another throw on second down, and this one incomplete as well. This offense was on the move. Now 2 straight incompletions have them looking at 3rd and 10. Here's Watson. Looking deep in the direction of Cooper. And that is incomplete. Oh, he had it and dropped it. That is an unforced error there, and it takes away what could have been a touchdown. Here's Dustin Hopkins now to try the field goal. From the right hash, this from 53. And he's going to miss this one. That is no good. Well outside the left upright, but there is a flag down. He might get another shot at this. Okay, so the personal foul penalty, and those are some important yards lost right there.
Yeah, it all comes down to discipline, doesn't it? And every team tells us that they coach it, they preach it. In this case, it slipped a little bit.
Following the penalty, Chubb, and he'll be taken down at the 20 after a gain of just 1.
They know that old expression, it's not my night. It hasn't been his so far. I don't know if the legs are a little bit heavy. Sometimes having to hang out all day and play doesn't exactly play to your advantage, but it's been a tough go for him.
And every time he looks up, somebody's there defensively. That was the same case on that play. Call it a gain of 5 that time, and they'll be left with a 3rd and about 4. In search of 4 yards here to pick up the first down. From the gun on 3rd, Watson. And that is too far out in front. He couldn't haul it in. Incomplete.
What an excellent defensive stand there in the red zone. Nice tight coverage. They certainly recognized how important it was to bring up 4th down here.
Hopkins' kick is good, and that will extend their lead even further. So 3 more points tacked on, and this margin getting more comfortable by the minute.
And with the lead where it is, you can actually feel good about field goals. We talk all the time about scoring 6s, not 3s. But in this case, they're just looking to chew up some time and come away with points.
On the return, here's Tyler Scott. And able to get this across the 20, but not much further as he's dropped at the 23-yard line. The Chicago offense set to get started. I kind of feel like they've reached a do-or-die point in this game, Charles. If they're going to try to pull off an impressive comeback, it has to start right here, right now.
Yeah, now they've got a final chance to get out of this situation, but they also understand they've got to move the ball and move it fast. In addition, they need to save as much time so they can get 2 more possessions.
And the ball on the 30. Here's 2nd and 4. To throw is Fields. Open man is Kmet, the tight end. These two have hooked up 9 times now this afternoon as they pick up the first. Back to throw, Fields. And that nearly their first pick of the game, but it falls down to the ground, incomplete.
Here we go.
2nd and 10. Here's Fields. Over the middle, and that's caught by Kmet. That'll leave them with a 3rd and 2 coming up. They got 8 yards there.
They gave up the completion there, but this is what zone defenses count on. Catching the ball and not much run after the catch.
Fields throwing again. And that's going to wind up incomplete. Nearly their first pick of the game, but it does bring up 4th down.
Looks like another empty possession offensively. And you're at that point in the game where you can't afford too many more of these. So this is going to require some heavy thinking on the sideline to figure out what they can do to crack this defense.
And he's going to get this down to the 35-yard line. A curious decision to go for it, but it pays off with a first down.
First down, Chicago.
Now it's Fields. And the Browns pressure gets to him that time, and he's going to go down. Zadarius Smith there getting in and bringing him to the ground. Pass protection has been a problem all night long as they come up facing 2nd and pressure coming, and they got him once again. Barreling in for the sack, Shelby Harris. So now following the sack, Fields and the Bears looking at 3rd down and long. Now on 3rd and long, they'll look to throw. And that's going to wind up incomplete. Nearly their first pick of the game, but it does bring up 4th down.
Well, here's a classic second guess. I thought he had a better chance of a positive play if he just ran it himself. The coverage downfield was really good. That one falls in.
And look at this. It's a fake. And he will not even make it back to the line of scrimmage. Boy, that's asking a lot of your punt team there. They were not able to deliver.
It's asking an awful lot of the punt team there because if it's 4th and 4, 4th and 3, you've got a chance, right? That's a manageable distance to try and pick up when you're running a fake. But when that number's actually been in the weight room and it's pumped up like it was, that's difficult to do, all right? So you might even think to yourself, if I left my offense on the field, would they be able to pick that up? You could run a nice play and not get that distance.
To throw on 2nd is Watson. Under pressure now, Watson, and down he goes. The safety blitz staged to perfection that time as they sack him for a loss of 6. Following that sack, Watson and the Browns backed up for a 3rd and long.
This is the tight end, Njoku. And this play will be blown up. He'll lose yardage back at the 38. They'll wind up losing a yard on the play. And that's going to bring up a 4th down. The Browns send out their punter now. And the way this offense has moved the ball, he hasn't been needed till here in the 3rd. Taylor now to return it. A 46-yard punt, 4-yard return. And the Bears take over. And now Chicago getting ready to go as they take the field.
Fields and the Bears now with a 1st and 10.
At their own 18. The play-action fake. They'll look to throw. Sideline throw. It's complete. And a nice job there of keeping the toes inbounds. That'll give them 8 that time. And that'll bring up a 2nd down and just a couple.
Let's make this one simple. What a catch, especially the finishing part of getting his feet in bounds, toe tapping, and of course, foot dragging.
Little tapestry, if you will.
Oh, I like it.
Throw left side complete. That's Moore.
Down the left sideline.
Touchdown, Chicago. DJ Moore, 74 yards.
And the Bears are able to cut into that deficit.
Well, if they're going to make a game of this in the second half, they need a few big plays to go their way. That's one.
And the way to get it done is to also conserve time. So to your point, that big play right there, now you're not moving the ball downfield, taking time off the clock. You're leaving yourself a better avenue to continue to try and make a comeback.
Santos for the extra point, and the lead will be cut down to 14. Pretty clean and simple there. Just 2 plays. The long pass resulting in the touchdown on play number 2.
Well, after the touchdown, here's the punter Trenton Gill to kick it away. And up to about the 26-yard line, just across the 25.
And now Cleveland geared up to take the field.
Their lead down to 2 scores after the touchdown a moment ago as they start with a 1st and 10.
And he's going to lose yards. They take him down at the 26. He'll lose a yard there, and it's 2nd and 11.
It's a loss of a yard. Brings up 2nd and 11 at the 26-yard line.
To throw is Watson. And his throw is going to be incomplete.
Had an open man that time, but ended up putting a little too much heat on it, don't you think, partner?
Absolutely. Just needed a touch more air under it. Instead, he fired an absolute bullet. Throwing on 3rd down, Watson. And he'll go down. The Bears get there for the sack.
T.J. Edwards
with a big-time sack on 3rd down. It's a loss of 7. The Browns send out their punter now as the drive goes backwards, so he's on to punt it away. Taylor now returning it.
A nice job getting free on the return for 13 yards.
And that will come the offense as they take over. There's DJ Moore as he and the rest of the offense head back out there. This defense, they wouldn't mind not seeing him again for a while. 3 trips to the end zone. How about that?
I think right now they would happily go to their general manager and say, is there any way you could get a trade for him? Bring him over to our team so we don't have to cover him anymore, because he is really having a heck of a ball game, isn't he?
Boy, he is. I don't know when that mid-game trade is going to happen, but good thing. And now a throw on 1st down there, but it's incomplete.
That certainly appeared to be a play call where they were just trying to make 2nd down, 2nd and short. I think they thought the coverage was off a little bit more than it was. Nice job there pressing up on it and forcing the incompletion.
And he's going to bowl his way forward to the 48.
4 yards the gain, and it'll bring up a 3rd down. They are in need of 6 yards here if they hope to move the chains. They'll fake the handoff. Now Fields.
He'll buy some time right.
That's complete to his running back, Herbert.
And he will go out right near the 35-yard line. A good pickup, 17 yards and a bare 1st down.
Fields. They'll fire deep, looking for more.
Got his man, and it's caught for a Chicago touchdown.
DJ Moore, 35 yards. And the Bears are able to get a score back in the final stages of this third quarter.
Well, this is really simple. Let's just say it. This quarterback is on fire. Touchdown after touchdown throwing the football. What a day for him.
Santos now to add the PAT. And that'll cut the lead down now to a touchdown. Just a 4-play drive that time. And it concludes with a touchdown reception by DJ Moore. Well, after the touchdown, here's the punter Trenton Gill to kick it away. Grant, he will not return it, and his guys will begin at the 25. Cleveland offense making their way out. Still enjoying the lead here in the third quarter despite their defense giving up that last touchdown. Now they'll see if they can get the equalizer here on this drive. Now it's Watson, a bootleg. Hit from behind, and he's going to be driven down. Sacked by Yannick Ngakoue, the former Maryland Terp.
At the 17-yard line.
And as they come to the line, they will not be able to get off another play as time has run out on this third quarter. We'll return with more after this. This is the NFL, and it's on EA Sports. Pass protection has been a problem all night long as they come up facing second and a bundle. They give the Chubb out of the gun. And they only get a yard back there. They'll be left with a third down and long. A tight game like this, such a tough spot for the offense to be in. Even though they have the lead, Charles, back up so close to their goal line, they got to protect the football.
And that's when you have to take care of your team with play calling as well. Not a lot of misdirection, not a lot of counters, not a lot of plays where you have extra ball handling. Get it right to the hands of your running back, tell him to take care of the ball, and try and move forward.
And Bojorquez on to punt as he gets it away. And here's Taylor on the return. 47-yard punt, a return of 4. And it will be 1st and 10 as they take over. The Chicago offense set to get started. And it feels like the momentum has shifted. They scored, then their defense forces that last punt. And now a chance to tie the game on this possession. And firing a deep ball for Kmet. And he bats it away, and it falls down incomplete.
Trying to get a big strike right there and hopefully tie this game up in the late going. But the coverage was there, and this winds up incomplete.
Here's Fields now on second down. He's going to look deep for Moore. That's going to be knocked away and incomplete.
Just because you got the lead in the fourth, it doesn't mean you have to play it safe. I like the aggressive play call there to push it downfield. That time, it didn't work out.
Blitz coming, and down he goes. Anthony Walker giving that O-line fits. He gets in there to drop it. But collectively as a defense, Charles, I think if you get 4 sacks a game, you're feeling really good. Now they have 6 as a unit.
And that type of a number, it's just staggering because there's so many ways to try and counteract it. But in this case, they've got no answers for this unrelenting pressure coming at their quarterback.
One score down. Here we go. They're going to go for it here on 4th down. They snap it to Fields. And it's going to be batted down. And we'll go the other way to the football. The Bears tried it on 4th down, unable to convert. And that will force a turnover on downs. On 1st down, they'll run with Chubb. He is taken down at the 21 after a short gain of 2. He was close to flirting with that sideline, but able to stay in bounds like you know his coach wants him to do and keep that clock moving.
Isn't it funny that we're watching this play when we had that discussion just yesterday about this? What do you do in this scenario? What do you know, what's your mindset? It appeared to me that he'd totally forgotten that he needed to stay in bounds. And then the last second, oh no, I better get down. And he ended up doing the right thing. but at that point, maybe close to letting it slip away.
And he's going to be stopped well short of what he needed as the tackle is made at the 18-yard line. So on comes the kicker, Dustin Hopkins, in a big spot. This to make it a two-score game. And they fake it. They pitch to the tight end. They're not going to get it. They try to move the chains with a surprise, but it's a turnover on downs. They pass up the 3, fake it. It doesn't work. And the Bears will get the football back.
Fields and the Bears now with a 1st and 10.
At their own 17-yard line. And he's taken down. This will be a Brown sack. Zadarius Smith able to drop him that time for his 2nd sack of the evening. Pass protection has been a problem all night long as they come up facing 2nd and a bundle. Under pressure, they got him again. Now the Bears going to use the 2nd of their timeouts. Just one remaining here in this 4th quarter.
So now following the sack, Fields and the Bears looking at 3rd down and long.
On play action, they'll throw.
That's complete to Mooney.
An incredible play there. They do get good yardage, but they're still stopped a yard or 2 short, and it's 4th down.
With that last completion, CD's now over 400 yards passing in the game, and quite a few of those have come via some pretty big strikes downfield. Certainly not afraid to challenge this secondary, and it's been successful.
I like your observation there, partner, because I agree. This is a group more than capable of torching a secondary any week, as evidenced by their combined stat line here. And in the time we have remaining, it wouldn't shock me at all to see them take another deep shot.
On 1st down, Fields
Forced out to his left. And they bring him to the ground just shy of midfield. Nothing open downfield. He keeps it himself for 11 and a 1st down.
A gain of 11 on the play. 1st down, Chicago.
Now Fields
Eluding the pressure right.
That is incomplete.
It's been a nice day for him as a passer and as a runner. One of the few mistakes he's made in this ball game. The wrong choice on that one. That one goes incomplete.
Back to the air, Fields on 2nd down. He'll get that complete to his tight end, Kmet.
And they're going to have another 1st down as he's going to be tackled at the Browns' 38-yard line.
And the Bears' 1st down.
Here's Fields. He'll fire deep, looking for more.
And it's knocked away and incomplete.
Well, I think we were both wondering if we were going to see them try and push it deep downfield, facing a 1-possession deficit late, and they certainly didn't disappoint. They gave it an effort.
Escaping the pressure right.
And that throw behind his man, he missed him, incomplete.
What would look like a march to the end zone is there a momentary roadblock with that incompletion. No need to panic. They just got to come up with a high percentage play call and see if they can get their offense back on track.
And this is caught. He hits more. And he gets this one inside the 15, just a yard or 2 shy of the 10. A very solid gain of 27.
To the air again, Fields.
Looking end zone, but it's incomplete.
Now snap, he's a hero of his defense up to the play he just made. A one-possession game, and his hit kept it exactly that.
On second down, here's Fields.
To the end zone, but it's incomplete.
Oh, this defense knows. Fourth quarter, they need to make the play. That one was right for the taking. Could have changed the complexion of the ball game, but it winds up incomplete.
And he'll be taken down, but he does have first down yardage. Give him 10 yards on that one, and that earns him a fresh set of downs. A looming decision to make on the conversion, down 7, but first things first, they need to score as they come up on first and goal. They're unable to connect, but a late flag comes in, and the contact may have come too early.
So pass interference the call, and that does not look to be going over too well on the defensive side.
Or on their sideline, because I believe their head coach is saying right now, hey, you've got to call that both ways.
Now a throw to the end zone on first down, but it winds up incomplete. So another incompletion there. He's hitting on fewer than half his pass attempts in this one, and that is not a winning formula.
Yes, let's make sure we give a little bit of credit to the defense here. They give him
open man. He finds Komet. Touchdown, Chicago.
A great play there. A beast in the red zone with his second touchdown of the game.
And the Bears are an extra point away from tying this game here in the fourth.
Don't forget the extra point. It's up and good. And, partner, we've got a tie game here in the fourth.
Now this one setting up for a great finish. All tied in the fourth as the kick's away. And he takes this near the 25. Just a little pass there. Call it to 26.
Heading out as the Cleveland offense now as they get set to take over here.
Well, they just gave up the score to tie it. That's the bad news. The good news, plenty of time in this fourth quarter to try to grab that lead back. And they'll get it up just short of the 45 at the 44.
First play of the drive, a success, 19 yards. Took just one play to move all the way to the 44 as they try again on first down. Off of play action, it's Watson. Under a heavy rush, and down he goes. Yannick Ngakoue, his second sack of the night.
And this dominant defensive performance continued on that play. This poor quarterback, he's not received the protection he needs and has had to pick himself up off the turf far too often.
Strong run, but they get to him just beyond the 40. 4 yards on the pickup there, and now they'll have to contend with a 3rd and 13.
Well, if you're a football guy, that's a pretty run because everyone is in sync right there. Obviously, the guy carrying the ball, but how about the people up front? Leverage, athleticism, they created some nice space for him.
Now throwing on 3rd down there, but he cannot connect.
Oh, nice defensive effort there, providing the hit as the ball got to the receiver, separates him from the catch, and normally he's a sure-handed target.
Averaging 50 yards a boot so far as this one's away. To return is Taylor. It's a 45-yard punt, 6 yards on the return.
And they will take over 1st and 10. DJ Moore headed back out as the Bears take over on possession.
What a game for him, Charles. 4 touchdowns. Heck, for a lot of guys, that's a good season number.
You're exactly right. And let's face it, we have to stand up and applaud this one, even though we're supposed to be neutral, because this doesn't just happen by accident. This isn't 4 times where the defense just falls down or breaks coverage. He's worked awfully hard, changing routes, changing areas, changing angles, and getting open for touchdown.
We knew he'd be part of the game plan in a big way, and it has been in a very big way.
Looking to throw on 2nd down. Fields.
Complete. This is Lewis. A gain of 5, good enough for the 1st down.
I got a kick out of that one, partner. You and I talk often about trying to hide receivers in certain situations, but a guy of his size, you can't really hide him.
Nowhere for Fields to turn, and down he goes. Myles Garrett, my goodness, make that now 5 sacks sacks for him in this ball game. Really turning in an incredible performance. Fields now to throw. He's going to fire one deep over the middle. And he knocks the ball away, and it falls incomplete.
That would have been a nice one to hit on in a tie game. You start to think that one big play, maybe the next big play, could turn out to be the game winner. They took the big shot, but it winds up incomplete.
And this is going to be intercepted. Picked up by Ron Thornhill. And he is going to bring this back inside the 20 to the 18-yard line. And they'll take possession already in the red zone and in a great spot to add points to the scoreboard.
And Brandon, how many times have we seen a defense with a lot of field behind them get even more aggressive, right? They felt they've got them not pinned down, but in a favorable spot for them. And they took advantage of it there, got a nice interception, and set up their offense in great shape.
Back to throw, Watson. And this is caught. Touchdown, Cleveland. Deshaun Watson finding Amari Cooper. And the Browns have broken our tie and have taken a fourth-quarter lead. Hopkins with the extra point, and they will take a 7-point lead. Following the touchdown, Dustin Hopkins will kick it away. And he'll elect not to run with it. The fair catch will move this out to the 25-yard line. There's DJ Moore as he and the rest of the offense head back out there. And I think we both agreed he could have a really good game with this matchup, but over 200 yards now.
I don't think we saw it as that good. And I think what really makes it special is when games like this are occurring, it's not just getting locked in and in the zone and on a roll. It's continuing to adjust throughout the game because you know the defense is kicking coverages towards him, trying their best to slow him down, and he keeps getting the better of them.
Yeah, whatever they've done, it hasn't worked. On 1st and 10, here's Fields. Open man is Kmet, the tight end. And taking it across midfield and inside the 45. Another nice gain. That's now 30 yards between those last two plays. Now a first down throw, Fields. And he bats it away, and it falls down incomplete.
Some coaches like to take the shorter, more reliable yardage, and some, they like to go for the big shot. No fear in risking a deep ball there, but it wasn't enough to get him the completion.
Looking left side, that's caught by Moore. And he gets this one inside the 15, just a yard or two shy of the 10. So how about this for field position after the big play? Inside the 15 now as they come up on 1st and 10. Open man, he finds Kmet. Touchdown, Chicago. An 11-yard touchdown. And the Bears are an extra point away from tying this game here in the final minutes. All right, now a big 2-point conversion attempt still to come. Fields trying to throw for it. And this is caught. And they've got the lead here in the 4th. They didn't want the tie. They roll the dice and they take the lead.
That felt like a tone setter, didn't it? Forget tying the ball game and feeling like we're just hanging with you. We're going to go ahead and push it to a 1-point lead, and that just changes the complexion of the whole game.
And this will be a touchback as Grant opts not to return it. And now Cleveland geared up to take the field. We certainly have a good one on our hands. They're trailing after that last touchdown, but now a chance for this offense to try to snag that lead right back here in the 4th quarter. Throwing on 1st down, but this one winds up to be incomplete.
One thing I have learned, receivers don't mind high throws so much to the sideline, but do that over the middle to them, and not only are the DBs going to throw a little verbal trash their way, when they get back to the huddle, they got a few words to say to their QB, aren't they?
Yeah, hung out to dry a little bit there on the high throw. Luckily fell incomplete. Possibly a turning point. Big play coming. This is 3rd and long. To throw is Watson. And he can't find anywhere to go with it. And he goes down. Kyler Gordon able to drop him that time for his 2nd sack of the evening. Got to avoid the flags defensively. Here's 4th and long. They will indeed snap it to Watson. On a huge mistake late, it's intercepted. Tyreek Stevenson picks it off. And they have possession, and they have it at the 38-yard line. So here's a 1st and 10 at the 38. To throw is Fields. Wide open receiver complete. And they'll wind up getting this one all the way down inside the 20.
A gain of 21 yards. And the Bears first down.
So the Bears with the football here as we welcome you back. They've got a 1st down in field goal range already. That one looks like he'll throw here. He's got Lewis. So fresh out of the 2-minute warning, and here's another timeout taken with 1:55 remaining. Ball on the 8, 2nd and 2. Here's Fields. Sliding out of the pocket, and he can't get a throw away. He's taken down. Now the Browns signal for the 2nd of their timeouts as they'll head to the sideline and talk over what to do next. Pass taken in by his big tight end. The Browns will quickly use their 3rd and final timeout, and they'll be disappointed to have to burn one there after giving up the 1st down. Now Fields looking end zone, but it's incomplete.
The coverage keyed in on him since that last completion his way. He earned a little more attention on that route, and that made it a lot tougher to get a clean throw his way.
Now a 2nd down throw for the end zone, but it's incomplete.
All right, Captain. Let's batten down the hatches time defensively. Dodge 2 pass attempts to the end zone. Now what do you think they're going to try and dial up on 3rd and goal?
Well, knowing them and knowing what we just seen, I think they're throwing it again, don't you?
I think you have to. I think in this situation, you kind of run out of your running plays and find another one into the end zone.
How about the defensive stand here from 1st and goal, 3 straight incompletion?
Yeah, I think people are wondering why didn't they try and run it at least once in there. But once the first incompletion happened, it's almost like...
And this is caught. And that could seal it. It's a touchdown. Well, an all-out battle on 4th and goal, offense versus defense, and the offense won it.
And I'm just wondering what was going through the minds of the guys on the defensive side of the ball. Were they playing the run too much? Were they not focusing? The whole playbook was open in that situation. Give the offensive guys a lot of credit. I just wonder what the defensive guys were thinking.
They get one more as the extra point's up and good, and that will ensure that it will take a touchdown and a 2-point conversion to tie it. Well, after the touchdown, here's the punter Trenton Gill to kick it away. Grant, he will not return it, and his guys will begin at the 25. So now it's Watson and the Browns. Down by 8, a little over a minute and a half remaining. And no other way to say it, they have blown a big lead, but a chance to rescue things late. Watson completes to Njoku, and past the 40 before he's out of bounds.
Well, how about keeping your head about you in this situation? No more timeouts. Finds a way to get out of bounds. Now they can breathe a little bit as they contemplate what to do on the next down.
To throw, Watson. Pass complete to Chubb. And he'll be taken down, but not before he works it past the 50. Plenty of time to work with here, but the timeouts, they're gone. Here's 1st and 10. Watson's throw taken in by Cooper here. And he gets this inside the 35-yard line. Watson to throw. Oh, and that's going to sabotage their comeback plans. It is intercepted. Picked up by Jaquan Brisker. And the Bears have just about sewn up this football game. Boy, what a turnaround. They exited the lockers with a nice lead, and now all of this. What's happened?
So when you start to write your novel, you'll start out with, it was a tale of 2 halves, won't you?
Hey, but I'm a bad writer.
I don't know exactly what happened because sometimes teams can go in with a lead and get too comfortable, too relaxed, and a couple of things go wrong, and it's hard to get back that good feeling.
Well, that's where this Cleveland crowd, the dog pound in particular, make it difficult on opposing offenses. It looked like they might have had troubles communicating at the line, and it leads to the incompletion. All eyes on Fields. He's going to look deep for more. That's going to be knocked away and incomplete.
They decided the opportunity was there and launched a deep ball, but he was unable to get away from the defender, couldn't create space, couldn't uncover at the end of the route, and that one winds
beyond the 40 before he's taken down. A big pickup there, and without question, that should be more than enough to wrap this one up.
Well, partner, under the lights in primetime, this offense, they gave the nation quite a show, putting up that many points to come away with what will certainly be a memorable win for them.
And, Brandon, I think it's as simple as this. Some players, some teams, they're just meant for the big stage. And when they get a chance to play in this type of atmosphere where all eyes are on them and all the lights are shining brightly, they show up and they show out.
So that'll do it for us. For Charles Davis and all our crew, I'm Brandon Gaudin. You've been watching the NFL on EA Sports. With that,